Well, look at it this way. How much are you a year graduate?
When we know we making work.
As far as me see.
A few of my classmates had dropped out. To be very honest with you, alright. Majority of the 100 I had are 200.
How much left?
Probably that's a very good question.
I'm probably 20% left. If so much.
That's a very good question. I honestly don't know how much left in the class. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Car Vibes. I'm your host Julie, and this is of course Mandel.
You're done now. Be it up fresh and clean. Unlike Julie.
We have this. We have discussed this before. Mandel does not grow a beard.
So why have you got my beard?
No, you're rude. Anyways, so guys, not in that, jovial spirit. I have a class presentation that I'm not really looking forward to, just dying for school though. When you're done school, they hear say you can't get a proper job in Europe. I don't know. Some about the system just confuse me along the way.
It's not confusing to me, Not confusing at all. The system just awful. It's not confusing.
What? Awful?
It's just an awful system, exactly. It's not a confusing one.
Confusing.
It's rigged.
It confuses me. You have to spend a bunch of money to get degree, bachelor's, PhD. When you come out and get all of that, you probably starve yourself. You probably do some things where you probably not going to forget the money, and then when you get it, it's a ton load of crap of a job left. Or was there already. Them no make no job where can cater to you for all of the suffering where you go through.
The truth is, in a country like Jamaica, for the education that's being offered, there's not enough jobs to basically fill the. Essentially, Jamaicans are underemployed. The ones that are actually employed are underemployed. Meaning that the job that they are qualified for, that's not what they're actually doing or what they're being paid for.
Yep.
You get me? So to us it seems like a crappy. But I just saw Jamaica set up. To be fair, we need to get better in terms of getting those jobs that those persons are qualified for. Or else we're going to continue to have
brain drain.
Yeah. But you say not left Jamaica.
Yeah, I like Jamaica. I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave.
But what if it 12 we say, alright, we get a overseas big opportunity.
Like who? What may I go over there go do?
No.
Yeah. Alright.
Look at it this way. Me and you get opportunity to do something overseas. And you alone now. Me and you. You're not go.
I don't go contemplate it long and hard. You see why other persons are quick to jump and say, yeah man, may I go over there? I have to actually lay out all the eggs that I got. Like, when I get there, I'm gonna have my house to myself, I figure rent. When I get there, am I gonna be able to navigate the system and barely navigate in Jamaica? You get me?
It depends on where you're going actually. As one time we used to find
everywhere bigger than Jamaica. So if me cannot manage this small island, we may manage a bigger one. That is probably thrice, quadruple the amount of it. Think about it. Yeah. I have to think about myself as well. Another, right? Who knows if the legal system gonna, cater to somebody who just drop into them country. We can't wait here and fight for my rights, and I'm a Jamaican. Go over there, I'm not American. The process to become an American is even longer.
Well, why you have to choose America?
Alright, I'm not a Canadian. I'm not Switzerland. I'm not Australia.
It's way easier to get in Canada and Australia.
I'm not Cayman.
Jamaica good over there. That's that second Jamaica if you ask me.
What? Canada?
No, Cayman.
You do realize that not a lot of Caymans like Jamaicans.
Yeah, that's why, because we actually take over the country.
Anyways.
Sorry, Caymans.
As I was saying,
Caymanians?
I have no.
Sorry, Caymans. But big up on yourself.
I just say Caymans and then I don't know. But as I was saying, I don't know. The environment here in Jamaica, I just feel at home.
It's
I think
relaxing and that's what you're
feel
used
at
to.
home. Over there probably a more faster pace that I don't really want to go on. I don't know.
In Jamaica, it's a bit lax to be quite honest.
This is my island. This is where I live. This is where I grew up. My parents are here, and God knows they're gonna need help with my sister when she reach teenager years.
They need
or
help
pre.
now.
They even need help now when she's 4. So.
Oh, terrorists.
So I have so many things going on here. I don't want to take up myself and go somewhere I don't have no family, no friends, the lot thereof. But nah, I'm good. I know a lot of persons that jump up to the opportunity and say, "Yeah, man, may I go over there?" But
it depends. To be fair, I also
over there is good for clothes. Over there is
Really?
good. Yeah. I'm going to tell the truth.
You can't get your clothes.
Here in Jamaica, it's difficult for me to find clothes, right? The clothes that I'm have out here just don't go with my taste, none at all. And if me do find somewhere that's within taste, you hear say $5,000 feet, $10,000 for. What am I doing with that? A clothes, I might outgrow them in a couple of months. So no, overseas is great for having outgrow them in a couple of months.
As in them a drop off,
Whichever one you want to put it. As I was saying, over there is good for clothes. They have more entertainment. Because, I mean, what Jamaica have? Mystic Mountain will charge your arm and a leg.
Again,
you have the falls
and... talk specifically America and Canada, right?
No, overall.
But weird. No, not every place.
Every place what?
Not every
Of
place.
clothes? Every place of clothes.
Not that, not everywhere, you know. Jamaica, when you say Jamaica, say fine, you know. We are that.
Me not thought that's US. US are more themselves. Better themselves. If me I go US, I must for visit. Hi grandpa if he's seeing this. But I must just for visit. That's it. I'm not going to stay in the people them country. It's so much, as much as I don't want to bring it up. Like, it's so much black people get killed. I'm alright. It's so much white people get killed too. I'm alright. Jamaicans, not to say Jamaicans don't drop like fly.
Jamaica have more dead per capita than the US.
Not to say Jamaicans don't drop like fly, you know.
Thinking about
a bad man kill Jamaica.
Well,
bad man.
Think about it. You have a higher chance of dying here in Jamaica than overseas.
I have a higher chance of dying of non-communicable disease in Jamaica than overseas.
You have a higher chance of dying from anything. You have a fly pot pitch pan here probably.
Alright, fine. I'm a terrified soul. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is that I'm comfortable here. I just don't want to leave. That's like that. I don't mind visiting. I don't have no problem taking the plane and go somewhere for 2 weeks and then come back. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm not staying. I don't want to stay.
That's understandable.
I don't want to stay. Yeah.
Can't fight over that.
Not to say that I'm not a sociable person. Totally I'm not. Not to say that I'm not a sociable person and I won't make friends over there or anything like that. It's just that
you won't.
It's just that this is my island.
I love your island.
I love my island. It might be corrupt if the government be robbing us blind, underpaying us, selling us crap ass stories, corruption at its highest, but which country doesn't have that?
True.
Again, Jamaicans do drop like flies. But a bad man, in my perspective, kill me off. Bad man and badness. But usually badness come from the bad man.
True.
Yeah, I feel like a bad man. Once Jamaicans stop with them crab in a barrel situation, you see less death. It's just that black people craving over other black people things and then just say, alright, them have to go kill your fam. It's just a regular thing. A matter of fact, me swear Cain and Abel was black. Me swear them black because me think they're black. Black people always do that to each other. While you know the other races them, they might do it but not as black people. So yeah. So that's just my take. How the hell reach right so?
I
never school with they.
Went off on a tangent.
Anyways, back to the school. No, I'm dying to finish. I'm tired. I'm stressed out. School actually send up black blood pressure.
Black people blood pressure.
School send up blood pressure. I ain't not coming.
What's on that?
I don't know what Mega done. Send up blood pressure, man. Like, and then especially if you have a school that shakes you, like my school that did not give me a core course, not gonna call names, and then I have to go repeat. Not really repeat, because we never actually.
You never get it on the first.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be graduating with my year, and now I'm gonna have to graduate with the other year where I know no one.
Well, look at it this way. How much are you a graduate?
What do I know me making work?
As far as me see.
A few of my classmates had dropped out. To be very honest with you, alright. Majority of the 100 I had are 200.
How much left?
Probably that's a very good question.
I'm probably 20% left. If so much.
That's a very good question. I honestly don't know how much left in the class. Cause I myself have been skipping. I'm just really tired. What I do though,
she pass every single thing. Every single thing. Get me a try, sir. A and B student, you know. Right, you know. They pass honor roll. What the honor roll?
I was giving awards. Yes, that's not the case. However,
brightness, brightness. We can't compare.
I cried and did those exams, and he's saying it's brightness.
You're crying to every exam.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's not the point. What I'm trying to say is that school is tough. Going to school and work as well is even more tough. Going to school and funding yourself is extremely tough, right? Lucky for me, I had the government and my parents at one point paying my school fee. Thank you, parents. I still wonder if I clap the government. But lucky for me, I had those opportunities, you know, gotten some extra funds to help me go through some parts of it. However, oh yes, and Mandela.
I feel offended right now.
Big clap. But I think it could be better. I honestly think it could be better. Like, a lot of people drop out of school for different reasons.
I mean, life.
A lot of people do drop out of school for different reasons. I'm not gonna say hey or nay about it, but majority of it is because they don't have the money. Right? You don't want to go through student loan because they're
pain in there.
Yeah, they're a pain. But and if you try to get a loan, of course, probably depending on the age, you won't get one, and if you're not working, you won't get one as well. So I think there should be something else. There should be something.
I think Heart on our world is a good initiative.
Heart is good. I think Heart is good.
Because them practical things without a fee. No, it's free, I think. Majority of them, some of them is free. So you get them practical skills. So one good thing we can get the government credit for freeing that up for a bit.
Yeah, there is something about that though. Making it free is one, but getting the persons there is another.
Well, to be fair, that's not up to the government. That's up to the people.
No, all right. Listen to this. If the people them don't have work or jobs or people to help them fund them to get to the institution, how it's gonna work?
But it's free.
It's free, but how they gonna get there?
Well,
You think all right? For example, I have a cousin that going there right now, right? You forgot about this. I have a cousin that going to Heart right now.
I wasn't here this morning.
Right? And she asks people for money to go to school. Bear in mind, this cousin of mine has kids. So when she's begging for herself to go to school and her kids. No, it's an all-day thing. It's no part-time thing. Meaning you cannot work and go to this place. What are you gonna do?
Well, it's a tough.
So being free is I'm all for it. But I think they can let it be free and have flexible hours. Or
so there's nothing with part-time there?
When I checked, there weren't any part-times at the time. I can always go back and check. If anybody knows about it, they can also inform me. But when I checked, there were no part-times. There was a whole full day some things. going on for them. So it's 6 is 1.5 dozen the other. I applaud the government for saying yes. Too many of our young people don't have something, don't have a skill, don't have a few stuff. I applaud you very well, because trust me, I'm pretty sure that's gonna help out a lot of people.
Persons. I think it helps more than anything does.
Yeah.
To be fair.
It's gonna help a lot of persons. But for persons who, for example, let's say a lady, she has kids, she might be in a very tough situation, like she's going through some domestic abuse, right? Why you for that can be a case, and she decide that when him gone on the road, she gotta check her chance and go to the nearest heart institute during the day. Kids gone to school during the day, and try to get whatever she can take and what you call it now? Take in, so she can get a better way for us to leave the piece of old man. You get what I'm trying to say? Alright, the man. Leave the piece of man. Where no make 2 cents. Right? But at the end of the day, she still need money to get there. She have to go beg the same abusive man. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like say heart is every which way around the corner. No, heart is at different places. They haven't put heart in schools. If they had put heart in high schools, I guess it would have been much better, because high school every corner where you turn. Feel like say them say alright, them are gonna have
art in the technical school especially.
Right, the technical school, especially the technical schools, they're gonna have some heart outlets there.
Sure,
drop a container
sure it's not in any school at all?
No, I think which school I heard in Portmore had it? Bridgeport, was it Bridgeport?
Bridgeport.
I think it's Bridgeport. I'm not very sure, but I'm talking about within the Kingston area, but overall in general as well. Drop them in some high school, because guess what? Some of the heart institutions are really out of the way. You have one Marcus Garvey Drive, one Portmore. Portmore County College, I think heart is over that side. Right? They have there's not one, is that there's not a puppy?
Yeah, right up the road.
Right? You have a few, but you have one in half a tree. But like I said, if you had them in high schools, like a drop 2 container, I'm sure right now them have so much container, them all have turned them in a house. Donate some for free. Make her turn them in some classroom for some people. I don't know. We just rambling. We wanted something to talk about today.
I mean, it's actually a good thing that can be done, can be looked into. Yeah.
Them not turn container house, of course they can turn container into some classrooms. And majority, some of those high schools, them have too much space upon them hand. You have boy pan corner smoke. If they did have some container there and drop some classroom there, you think they would do that smoke? Teachers would ask them. So a lot of high schools have a lot of space where they can drop some container and get some hard teachers. Probably that's the next thing they have. Probably they will have a lot of hard teachers, or whatever. But I think they have some of the classes that are online as well. I think they should have some classes that are some blended classes. But at the same time, like I said,
to be fair, as I say, it's
6 and 1/2 dozen is hard on, because you could have goodly hear the people them not have internet.
Yeah, so it
Which
benefits
sense.
more.
If they live in the country, that's a thing.
I think it does benefit more than it actually does. We as people, not everything is going to be rosy. It never is. But you have to find ways and means to make better things out of life. So if you realize something in our work field, say you can't get through to none of the physical class system, the internet is there to do so much with, and majority of persons have internet at the palm of their hand. Find something and do. Not sit down and robot and make a note. I mean, exercise the weed smokers, but for the younger folks, them stop doing it and find something for do.
Nothing is wrong with smoking. We don't discriminate or anything. Mandel has friends that when you smell them stink of smoke.
And trust me, none at all. I have no problem. I have a history of it.
However, children smoking is a different matter.
Yeah.
You're messing with your minds. You are doing something to yourself far too earlier than you're actually supposed to. If you go down, if your mother and father smoke, your brother smoke, it is a trend that you're gonna take up smoking too, because what do you call it?
Everyday, right.
Monkey see, monkey do. Our children live what they learn, right? So we don't blame anybody for any habits they take. Smoking can be a stress reliever for some. Some is a coping mechanism, and for others it's just something to pass the time.
But it's not an excuse to not do something good with your life.
That's true.
Anything where you say you love for dope, say you're smoking, say it's drinking. I used to love to drink. Still work. I get me, I say it doesn't hinder me or stop me from doing something productive with my life. Me not try to depend on nobody for do nothing. Go out there and work and try to do it for myself. Everybody have that mindset. Do something with your life, man, and stop beggy. Stop the out there and make it for the and
stop trying to breathe down the place. You don't have no money. What you looking woman for? Go find a job.
True. And this also goes to the women.
You don't have a job where you're going to go breathing for. I'm look for the man who you breathe for too. You and him okay now, and then afterwards you pick the band him turn dog, him turn junker. How that work? I'm utterly confused. Like,
people think
he has been a junker from day one, you just never see it.
People think, you have to think long term, and I can't think in the know. I know say in the know kind of feels sweet and nice, you know. But you have to think long term more wise. Say, is this going to benefit me down the road? Any way, shape or form? Am I going to suffer for it? In the case of you having a child, is your child going to suffer for it? And I've seen it so many times.
The cases of children that suffers.
And time again. They get me, sir. So make the wise decision, people. Find something for do and better on a life. Through education, which is the better we are. If you can't do it through education, find something, go farm, go do something productive.
Oh, and for all those who jumps at the occasion of going overseas, please be reminded there are lots of scammers out there. Do not put yourself in circumstances where you're not able to get out. A lot of persons, when they leave, people take them passports. You know you can't come back to Jamaica whether or not you are Jamaicanese or no. Cannot leave the people in country without a passport. And bear in mind, if you do manage to get your passport and it come through the airport and it's in, you know, look a tear upon it, you're going to court. Them call it tampering. So please be reminded when you're doing these things, make sure the place where you go to or the place that you're checking out or whatever, they're legit, right?
And have your papers straight.
Yeah, and the papers and everything is straight. Another thing, if you plan for runway from the people if you plan to run away to the people in country.
I mean, it worked for
for some, but if you plan for runway people,
it's never a good thing to be looking over your shoulder.
Yeah,
it's just not.
And bear in mind, I hope you guys really know this though. Overseas do keep track of you. They might just leave you alone.
Yeah, man, they left you alone, man.
But they do know that you're in their country. They might just
do something wrong.
You're the quickest thing back to where you're coming from. So all the people them who think them escape and jump to them escape, you have not escaped. They know you're there. They just don't trouble you because you have a means of way of getting by. You probably find one job. You contribute to them taxes, you know, more money for them. But the quickest
majority of them not contribute to taxes, to be fair.
When they go to supermarket and buy something to man have
tax. Oh, that I mean.
Of course, the people have to eat. When they go to Burger King, I guarantee it's a tax step and them just don't tell you. No, you do contribute to the tax and pay whatever it is. However, what I'm trying to say is that don't pretend, don't think that they don't know, they do know. They know that you're there. They keep track of all these things. I mean, you have one and two that let it slide because they just really can't. If they forgot to go after everybody who run away, then we need a whole lot of team to do that. And they don't have that time.
Not that big.
They don't have the time to do that. So if you know people in the country and run away, keep yourself quiet. Don't say you're going to roll with the bad quad.
And then after a while, I think you can actually apply. After a very long while, I think you can actually apply.
Women have it more easier. They can get married.
Yeah, just get married and, you know. Yeah, that's kind of illegal for people, but people do it.
People still do it. Yeah, women have it a lot easier. They're able to get married and they're able to obtain their green card and can stay. We don't judge again because you do what you have to do
to survive. In this world, it's all about survival.
Yeah, it's dog eat dog stills, but yeah.
All about survival.
Yeah. So guys, today was our, real talk situation.
Reason about a few points,
Yeah,
about
education,
your school situation.
Presentation, when I try to talk off and it's like it just come back in my head, so I still have to do it. Moving and leaving Jamaica. Again, I am not for it. I used to when I was younger, like the way our TV portray America and Canada and all them lovely places. You want to jump on the cookers plane. But it's like I have sense now, my good. I would go there for Taco Bells though.
Really?
I would go there for Taco Bells. But differently guys, yeah, we talk about leaving the island. We're talking about also, again, please remember, if you do have the opportunity to go overseas, check every which angle, because not everybody have the best intention for you, right? And that also goes for family. Sad to say, but it also goes for family. You and your family good until you're there for 2 weeks. You have to go somewhere else.
Hit the road, try.
You have to go somewhere else. Them just don't care. Them sick and tired, And bear in mind, them good help convince you to run with the people in the country and know you're on your own. So please be reminded that family also counts as people you must be wary of. Alright. I think that's it for everything.
Yeah, man.
I know.
Good points.
And if we have offended you at some point, we apologize. Yeah. Bye.
Big up on yourself.